Hello, hello, and welcome. I'm Debbie Danford from craftyourcreations.blogspot.com. Today I wanted to just do a really quick video on how to make a loaded pocket envelope. And you might have seen these out Pinterest and YouTube or anywhere. I don't know. Lots of places. I don't even remember who I saw make it originally, but they're floating all over the place. But we are using them for an event, a demonstrator-only event, and my friend Tracy Evans Langley, we used them in a East Meets West creativity kit class also. But I thought I would just do a quick video to show you how simple they are to make. And you can pack these full of so many different things. Like you have a pocket here, which is deep because it goes all the way down to the bottom of here, you know, the where you fold it up. Use your words, Debbie. So you have a really deep pocket there if you had something big. Like you could use these for gifts for not just crafty people. You could put socks and DVDs, I think would fit. Actually, I didn't try like one of our cases. I bet that would actually fit too. No, not quite. So well, these days, DVD cases aren't this big anymore because you've got Blu-rays and all those kinds of things, so they might fit. But the point is the sky's the limit, and you can decorate these as elaborate as you want or as simple as you want. Now, we're going to be using them for like envelopes, bling. You see I have dimensionals here because you have this big pocket here, you have this pocket here, and then you have another little pocket here. That's why I say you can put so many different things with all these little pockets in them. So how do you make it? It's easy peasy. So I'm going to set this aside. So here's my little template one that I originally made. So we're going to score at 3 1/4 and 8 3/4 all the way down. And then we're going to turn it and score at 3 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my scoreboard. And I'm going to slide it to make sure you can see everything. And I'm going to use this piece of Basic Beige, I think it is. Basic Beige and Crumb Cake together. So again, we're going to score at 3 1/4. And when you're using, I like using our scoreboard here. The smaller tip you want to use for cardstock, the bigger tip you want to use for DSP. Okay. So 3 1/4 and 8 3/4. I'm looking at my template just to make sure I don't mess it up. Okay, then we're going to turn it and we're going to go at 3 3/4. Now this pocket folding up, you certainly could adjust differently if you wanted. If you wanted it deeper, smaller, you could make that adjustment here with that pocket that folds up on the bottom. Okay, put that away. All right, now we're going to burnish the score lines here, and I probably should have scored these just a little bit deeper. I am going to fold this direction first, and then I'm going to flip it. And of course I'm looking for my, oh, here it is. Just looking for my magic little bone folder here, and I couldn't find it. So you want to burnish really well. Let's fold this one up. When you see how these are made, you're going to be like, wow, they are really simple. Okay, so there's our two pieces there. Looks like something's not quite lining up there. There we go. Just had to do a little adjustment. Now, as this is folded together here, I have something buckling a little bit. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to fold up from the bottom. And that's what makes that pocket. Okay. Going to burnish, burnish, burnish all of this. Really, really good. Okay. Now, I'm going to open it back up. And I'm not going to do my adhesive part yet. I'm going to fold. So all I do here to fold to get this little, like a little bit more decorative area up here, I'm just going to take this piece and fold it back just like that. You're kind of just going right to the edge there. Okay, and then we'll burnish that. And then I'm going to open it up and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Just line that up to the edge and we're going to burnish that. And then there's our two little pockets. Now, how do we attach all this so it's just not flopping, you know, all over? I just add a little bit of adhesive here, a little bit of adhesive here. That closes that part. And then we're going to add a little bit of adhesive here and here. You can close this whole thing up. You can add it all the way along the bottom and along here if you want. And I don't use it. If you're going to put some heavy items in here, you could use tear and tape. I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus, but you don't have to. It depends on really what you're going to be putting in the envelope. I mean, it's not something that, you know, you want to put a 10-pound weight in, obviously, but you certainly can put quite a bit of goodies in here, honestly, if you want to. I've seen people load them up, honestly. Okay, so there's that part, all we do. And so you kind of have this going on here right now. You can see in it. Sorry, my camera's a little close today. Now what I'm going to do here is come along each side. You could use mono glue here if you wanted to keep that thinner, depending on what you're sliding in those pockets. For what we're putting in them, for our demo, our P&W demo event that we're using these for, I'll be okay just coming right along the edge. Okay, and then we're just going to fold that up, just like that. Now, on my original, I put the ribbon all the way around. If you don't want to do that, which I've already now glued this down, you could fold it just partially before you glued this fold up. I wasn't thinking about that again, but I kind of like having the ribbon, I don't know, it just added a little bit to the background, to the back of this, but you don't have to do it that way. And now you're wondering, oh, what about these little flappy things here? You can add adhesive if you want, but I just take a little glue dot and stick it in the corner. Now, when I originally made these for when Tracy and I used them at our East Meets West Creativity Kit event that we do virtually, we decorated them. It was different paper, so we used the Zinnia set. So we had a little bit more decorating going on, but this paper is so pretty. It kind of does the decorating for us, I guess you could say. Let me grab my ribbon. So I'm using the Cherry Cobbler in gold, which I thought was perfect. And like I said, I wrapped it around the whole thing, and I probably did it that way because I forgot to put it in before I attached it. So again, you can put it on before you fold this up. And I could heat it back up and do it different, but that's okay. It's all good. Whoops, ribbon scissors, Debbie. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this. And of course you can tie a bow if you want. You can do it however you want to do it. Trying to hold my finger there at the same time. There we go. There's that. And then I'm just going to trim these off just a little bit. Okay, there's that. Now, if you don't want this moving around in the back here, you could add a little glue dot back here if you want to. Again, you don't have to, because we're going to hold it down with the little tag we're going to put on the front, but you could do that just like that. Okay, now I've already pre-die cut some little trees that we're going to decorate. And let's see, I want this one. I've already done the thank you This is from the Hexagon. Oh gosh, what is it called? Hexagon something set. I thought I had it out. Oh, here it is. I knew I had it out. It's from the Heartfelt Hexagon. I just stamped this in cherry cobbler, and then I stamped the thank you. And the thank you is actually from the My Small Business set. So it was this thank you here that I used. But this has some great, even if you're not business minded or you're not a demo, this set has some good stuff, because if you make cards and sell them at craft fairs or things like that, it has handmade for you, made with love, and of course some great thanks and thank you sets, words in here. So it's a great set regardless. Okay, the Peaceful Evergreen, right? Yes, Peaceful Evergreen die cuts. I die cut 3 gold ones. And here's my thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach these to the back first. And I use the smallest one because I felt like the big ones I was going to end up trimming a little bit off anyway, because even though I didn't want to stagger them, I felt like the big ones were going to end up to be a little bit too long. And I would have just been trimming anyway. So okay, so let's put that one a little bit taller like that. Make sure these are all attached here. And then, of course, I'm going to add dimensionals to the back and pop it up a little bit. So let's go ahead. Here, here, here. And then I'm going to put one there. There. I could have probably used the small ones, but that's okay. All right. And we're just putting this on just like that. And of course you can add a little bit of blingity bling to it. And here's when the bigger ones come in really handy, because it's an envelope. So we can add the big ones and not have to worry about extra shipping. Okay, so there you go. It's simple, easy to make. And like I said, you can decorate these, you know, as much as you want. But we decided to keep these pretty simple for what we were doing here. And, you know, of course, this gorgeous paper kind of does the work for us. So hopefully this helped with how to make the loaded pocket. And hopefully you'll make lots of them and stuff them with all kinds of goodies. Like I said, it doesn't have to be about goodies for crafting people. It could be just about anything that you can get to fit in all of these cute little pockets. See y'all again next time. Oh, don't forget to follow me on either craftyourcreations.blogspot.com. You can go out and you can follow me on, fill out the form to get my emails periodically that keeps you up to date on any sales, classes, all kinds of things. Oh, excuse me. And then, of course, you can follow me either on YouTube or Facebook at Craft Your Creations with Debbie. Thanks again. See y'all later. Excuse me, my voice all of a sudden is going, woo! Anyway, bye guys.